Hey guys. Juliana, I'm so grateful for you. You know why? Because we were ready to start and we actually started pulling cards and then realized just now that we weren't actually live.
Yep.
Mercury shadow. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Well, that's okay. That's all right. New messages.
Holy shit. Mercury shadow, y'all. Mercury shadow. Holy god. Okay, anyway. Hey, welcome to the stream. What's up? Thank you for your patience. Yep. Man, learning curve. The learning curve is real. Woo. Good dry run, Rachel. Good dry run.
Thanks.
God
You
damn
too.
it. Yep. Okay, so what's going on this week? Well, first of all, Mercury's definitely in shadow. Um, that's a good time. Oh man. Oh my god. Twilight Zone. Yeah, exactly.
Why do I feel like we've done this
Ooh.
before?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, dude, check out my hat. So I got this for my birthday. Parental advisory. Yep, exactly. I now come with an official warning sign. Thank you.
I love it. I love it. It looks good too. Like,
Oh man, yeah, I
yes.
like I like the flat rimmed hat. That's yep, it's a thing. Holy crap, we got to do that all over again. Oh my god.
Good practice. What do you remember?
Oh my
What's
god.
important?
Well, I still got the eclipse chart ready to go. So, okay, so this week, all right. First of all, something awesome is happening. Jupiter is moving into Aries. Yay! Jupiter and Pisces was fun. Don't get me wrong. The syncs were unbelievable. Um, there was lots of other really cool stuff about that, the really intense dreams, and you know what? I don't think that's gonna stop. But we haven't had any big planets in a fire sign for a while, and I am really looking forward to Jupiter and Aries. I'm ready to go. Like I'm ready to do things. I'm tired of being tired. I'm ready to get some shit done. And Aries is this like beautiful energy of the individual, right? So I'm stoked about that. Yep. Then at the end of the week, we actually have this total lunar eclipse happening. So let me share the screen real quick and we'll talk about this real fast here. So for anybody that doesn't know, I practice Western tropical astrology, so this is the tropical chart, and I do have the sidereal chart because that's what Rachel likes. So we'll pull that up too, because I got you, Rachel. I got you. So a couple of huge things going on in this chart. You see this giant red triangle, the giant red triangle of doom. Um, it's not all bad, but it is exact. And a T square is pretty intense energy. So if you have any placements in the fixed signs, but specifically in the last decan, so the last the last 10 degrees of the fixed signs, you'll definitely feel this pretty hardcore. And I wouldn't be surprised at all if you already know what things are coming up for you and you already know what you're going to be releasing for this full moon. I know I am. I'm very well aware. um, so we got the north node with the sun right close to Uranus at Taurus, south node with the moon in Scorpio. That makes this a lunar eclipse when they're right next to the nodes like that. So because the south node is in Scorpio, this is what we're releasing. And Scorpio is all about releasing, purging. Scorpio is death, sex, and taxes. It's the occult. It is trauma. It's a very psychological sign. And then Taurus is our five senses. It's I have, whereas Scorpio is we have. The north node being in Taurus, this is basically what the solar eclipse was, is beginning to plant seeds for what you want to build, whatever the Taurus theme for you is. And then with this lunar eclipse, well, in order to build these things that you want, there's something that has to be let go of. If you have anything in the fixed signs, if you have anything in Scorpio, especially the Pluto Scorpio generation, I mean, for everybody, this is true for everybody, there's going to be intense themes coming up for you to release and purge. And like this can be sexual trauma, relationship trauma. This can be any like psychological shit that's going on that needs to come out is gonna come out. Nobody gets a break from this, I'm not gonna lie. This is not a very pretty chart. It's not like the worst chart. There's definitely some really nice stuff going on. The fact that this conjunction here is trining and sextiling the nodes is actually really beautiful. So there's a nice way out. But first of all, we got to talk about this square to Saturn, okay? Saturn's a reality check. Saturn is asking you to he's going to throw some things your way, all right? Whether this is an authority figure in your own life or on like a more like governmental scale, it could be micro macro, right? Whether it plays out in your personal life or not, there's something that's going to be thrown at you, some obstacle, some delay that you're going to have to work through and purge at the same time, because that's Scorpio. That's the full moon in Scorpio. I have heard people saying that they're feeling this in their bones. Wouldn't be surprised in the slightest, especially since this eclipse is involving Saturn. And the South Node being in Scorpio, the modern ruler of Scorpio is Pluto, which is in Capricorn, bones. So this is some deep, 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 deep trauma that we're releasing and healing. So there are tons and tons and tons of tools out there for you to access that are free that you can use to assist you with this purge, with this release. And in fact, at the beginning of the year on Vibrant, I think it was number 12 with Chance, I gave a year ahead forecast and I talked extensively about the nodes being in these signs and the need to ground Taurus with our body and the need to purge. And detox. So this is a huge theme. It's going to be very important to do that and to not just bypass or escape, because with this energy still in Pisces, with Mars there, right on top of Neptune like this, it could be so easy to just escape and ignore it or bypass and like pretend that it's not happening or not there or whatever, and just like go into la la land. Or there's even like not even just substance abuse stuff could come up, but like behavioral addiction stuff can come up. So this is something you really got to be aware of and paying attention to, because it's going to happen this week. So yeah. Yay. This is not a pretty chart. I'm not going to lie. It's not fun to talk about this kind of stuff as an astrologer. I'd way rather talk about, oh, it's Pisces energy. But, it's time to get real. The big thing about this every time when it comes to gnarly aspects playing out in any chart, whether it's a birth chart, whether it's a transit chart, is to emphasize, what are you going to do about it? We have crappy transits and terrible events happen all of the time. The key is, what are you going to do with it? So yeah. also keep in mind that with Saturn, this is always something that is going to make you a better person and a stronger individual in the end. So yeah, what do you got to say about it, Rachel? Over to you, bud.
Thank you. That was perfect and beautiful. I am going to do a little bit more of a deep dive in my Telegram about it, because I was looking into the gene keys. But yes to everything that you just said. I relish these challenges, honestly. So I'm like looking at it as a whole triangle, and triangles are honestly one of my favorite things to use in drawing. It's such a great tool. Anyways, so where this moon is right here in Saturn, or the moon's in Saturn. Let's talk about Saturn with the bones, because something came up while you were chatting, and it was ancestral healing. And I think, sound and sound healings are going to be really useful right now to shake that up, because it's so deep and it's so penetrating of every frequency. And your bones, I mean, if you think about it, like we're a conductor. So really getting in there and really tapping into that this might be a good time for that modality. With that, let's see here. When you talked about Scorpio being a time for sexual healing, that whole center is our creative center. So even though some of that is deeply, deeply personal, it affects every single one of your relationships. That includes your business relationships and how you work with the opposite sex and even the same sex. So, taking care of those kinds of triggers are going to come up. And speaking of triggers, with this Pisces energy, something to release is the need to do so much shadow work. If you feel like I've got to work on this, I have to heal this, you're picking at scabs, you're digging into scars. If, some things just come up so that you can wave them away like flies and say, thank you, I healed that, I'm good. Sometimes that's why they come up. Really, I've had that experience in my own life where I've, some popping, memory will come up and it'll be like, oh, I dealt with that. It's really just there to say thank you. So release things with gratitude. It doesn't matter what they are. It doesn't matter who it's from, and how hard it is to say that. That's a big one. Yes. I love it.
Nice. Do you want me to pull up the sidereal chart for you?
I think we're okay because it ends up being in Scorpio anyways. And that's Gene Key 14 where it's coming in. So the only thing that I like about this, because it does kind of reflect the night sky, is that it does spend a little bit of time on the 15th and the 16th in Libra. So it's really emphasizing that partnership aspect. And since we're getting that push to move forward in our authenticity, it's really important to let go of the shadow of 14, which is the shadow has to do with compromise. And compromise is working the job that you don't like for that money. Because there's a difference between being the line cook because you want to be the chef, and a difference between scooping manure when you want to be the chef. Like, which of those is going to get you where you're going? Scooping manure is probably not going to do it, right? So I don't know, but maybe.
Unless
right.
you want goats.
Unless you want goats. There are exceptions. But that's the thing, is discernment, is understanding which of these scenarios is leading you towards your authentic path. And trust. A big part of Pisces, which I'm so thankful that Jupiter is there, so that you can have that extra boost in faith and really trust in the abundance that's coming when you step into your authentic self. Firsthand, it works. Trust it. Go there. So it's scary. It's absolutely terrifying, because sometimes it can dislodge you from things you think are good and relationships that you think are good. But the faith is worth it.
And 100%. I love it. Thank you. And yeah, Davin, there is lots of hope. It's just, I try to be real with like, hey.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Be ready.
Yeah, it's some of this stuff is these types of topics are so deep and they are serious. And it's worth it to spend time healing them and being willing to go through the fear.
Totally. Okay, guys. I'm having deja vu. Seriously, we pulled Pisces and Aries, or Pisces and Aquarius before. It was like, oh, we're not live. Oh my god. Okay, so we're gonna go backwards because that's what we do. Oh yeah. So Pisces. And talking about so Pisces. I got the 6 of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles reversed. I'd laugh so hard if I got the same cards. That'd be so funny. But no, of course not. Those messages were not for you. They were for me, I guess. But anyway, Six of Cups. This can be a lot of nostalgia coming up. The Six of Cups is actually Sun in Scorpio. It's the middle decan of Scorpio. But this can be thinking about the past, thinking about the days, the the bygone days when things were a little sweeter and things were a little nicer, but you can't focus on that stuff. We have to focus on what we're building, what we want to actually bring into the world now. Some people like to say that this can be a soulmate card, but he's looking like through a window or into a painting or something, and he's standing by himself. So I think that there's a lot of nostalgia and maybe even fantasy involved with this card, at least for you Pisces right now. And then we got the Eight of Pentacles reversed. So the Eight of Pentacles is a Virgo card, and it's all about putting in the repetition in order to make something really, really good and long lasting. But reversed, it could actually be that Pisces, you're a little more in your head and a little more in your feels rather than focusing on what you need to be actually doing. And with Mars and Pisces right now, I'm not surprised. What I would say is, as beautiful as this energy is, try not to get lost in it. Because we need you, Pisces. We need you on Earth with us. We need you to get through this, you know what I mean? And I got an oracle card for you guys too. Okay, that's 3. Too many. Just one, please. Empathy. Classic.
Classic Pisces.
I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. So what I would say is, you're ignoring something that you need to be working on, some details that you need to be attending to, while focusing too much on some situation that maybe you need to see another side to. Maybe you don't have the whole picture. Maybe you only have your side of the picture. So this could be playing out in work. This could be playing out in multiple different life areas, but it's weird to tell Pisces that they need more empathy, but Pisces, maybe you need to have a little more empathy.
I love it. Yeah, maybe. Because I think there's a difference between, oh man, don't even get me started on the empath thing. But like, there's a difference between like, I feel you, and like putting yourself in someone's shoes. I think that's something that Pisces can do, is be caught up in that, oh, I'm so sensitive and I'm feeling everything, but not actually being empathetic, because I think empathy has to do, in the Gene Keys, it has to do with honor. It has to do with actually awareness and focus and consciousness. So that's beautiful. And I love that the Page of Cups came up for that. There's that youthful energy, getting distracted. It's new. It's new at this. It's new at trying to apply these emotions, apply the sensitivity, and navigating all of that. Yeah, yes, empathy for the self too, 100% chance. Yes, I love that. Yeah, look at this. She's holding this spoon up. Are you gonna get it on yourself there? It's got slats in it. Having that awareness. So I had to look at the bottom, and the one that came up from before was on the bottom. So this is the 9, the 9 of Cups. And it really speaks about, your accomplishment and how much you've gained. That doesn't mean that there's not more to learn, and maybe there's a bit of humility and adventure here with that release. And because I am using the Santa Muerte deck, I do want to read the Advice of the Dead, because that's fun. Yes, I love that. Okay. So for the page, the advice is continue to study and to dedicate yourself to what you're doing, and good results will not take long to arrive. But don't let yourself be distracted by facile illusions. I hope that's how you say it. And the advice for the 9 was follow with full sails and without fear. You have reached victory, but it's not yet the moment to stop and dock. Beautiful, Pisces.
I like that. It's funny that one of the same cards came out again. That's why I kind of giggled. I was like,
I know. I was like, ooh, I have to read that one.
oh man, thank you guys for joining in and for all your patience and for hanging out with us. This is fun. I like doing these. Okay, my friends. Aquarius. Aquarius. I don't know why, just you gotta sing it. This is crazy. Okay, I got 2 major arcana, but it's different ones than the previous ones. This is interesting. Okay, so Aquarius, we got Chariot. This chariot is pulled by a lady, which is kind of neat. Some kind of victory. Ooh. And the wheel. There we go. Oh my gosh. Okay. The chariot with the wheel. Are you driving around in circles?
Have you been stuck in a roundabout?
Is that actually a cul-de-sac? I'm trying to take this serious. I really am. Oh my god.
Happens when
Oh
all the
my
street names
God.
are the same animal, right? It's just like
Yeah. Okay,
Elk
but for
Drive.
real though. Right. Oh yeah, that they have that in Banff. Anyway, okay, so the chariot, this is some kind of victory, right? Some kind of forward movement. Ironically, with Saturn in your sign, I don't think you're really moving very freaking fast, especially with these fixed squares happening all day, every day. So that makes me curious if you're about ready to bust out of the usual ruts and go on to a totally different track that hasn't been traveled before. So that's really interesting. But then with the thanks, Yuli. Appreciate you. Thanks for laughing with me. Oh my god. But then with the wheel coming up, this is a Jupiter card. What's really, really cool about Jupiter getting ready to leave Pisces is anytime a large planet, and by large I mean slow moving planet, finishes up in a sign, it leaves some kind of gift with you. So it's cool because as Jupiter's leaving Pisces, there's like one last parting gift. I mean, Jupiter will go back and visit Pisces again before going into Aries. And for Aquarius, Pisces is the second house. So the second house is income, money, values, self worth. So this is really interesting. It's like Jupiter's about to give you an upgrade. And I feel like you're about to bust out and go down a totally different track that perhaps nobody's gone down before. So that's really cool. And I just got chills. So that's fun. And I got an oracle card for you guys too, of course. Peace. Interesting. I am a being of love and I release all negative energy. These cards are like so sweet. But really, I am a being of love and I release all negative energy. With these crazy fixed squares happening, Aquarius, I can imagine you're under a lot of pressure. So yeah, do what you can to release that.
Perfect.
And then ride into victory.
So because you said that, that's what's on the bottom for Aquarius.
That's so sweet. So we got 9 of wands on the bottom over here. Just thought we'll just look
Heck
at that. Sorry,
yes.
carry on. Keep
Sometimes
going.
you do. Sometimes you do. I
Yeah.
know. I love it. Every now and then it seems right. So we got 2. We got the 4 of Swords. I love this one. And Justice. So with the 4, you've got that rest, that peace. Rest assured your justice is on the way. And if it's not, it's going to be with that Saturn, right? Because it's boundaries. You've got to set them, you've got to make them, you've got to make that decision, but you make it in peace. You know, I think with this hard square here, it would be really easy to stress out. So it is like you're either putting that nail in or you're taking it out. Like it's up to you how this restful period goes. I was going to read the advice for Justice, but I feel like I should probably read it for the Swords. Your ancestors love you guys. You gotta pay attention to what's in your bones.
I want to know what Gabe is laughing about.
Yeah. What's that emoji? Okay. Remain calm. Wait and use this moment for stasis to study and think deeply about all that you need for the near future. Aquarius is the collective. And if you're going to be of service to the collective, you do need to have your own mind in order and your own path in order. And if there's anything that you're worried about being fair, it will be. And you know what? And also realize that you have the opportunity to make it so. I think that's something that we often forget. You know, it's one thing to surrender to the divine, but also recognize the power that we have as the living, walking divine. We can make justice happen, even in our own lives. You know, sometimes that's so cheesy, but like, that's the best justice. If somebody wronged you in the past and you're holding on to it, they're still winning. So you let it go for you, and you thriving is going to be the thing.
Gabe's lost it, you guys.
Uh-oh. Is Gabe down?
I just realized the friggin' chart's still up.
Oh, good job.
I'm stone cold sober. I don't know.
Just, you know, in case.
Oh my god.
It's that astro weather, guys. It's ridiculous.
Oh my god, what a day.
Right, as if that last eclipse wasn't enough.
Yep. Okay. Capricorn. All right, Capricorn. Are you as excited as I am for Pluto to get the fuck out of your sign? Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that next year, but I'm also not looking forward to Pluto in Aquarius. I'm not looking forward to that.
Why not?
Oh god.
No, that's going to be...
You know what? I'm growing mugwort, Gabe. I'm growing it. Okay. Thank you very much. I will.
Thank you guys for hanging out with some tarot sass. Some astrology sass.
Oh man, Capricorn, what the hell? Oh, what? Okay. All right. Capricorn. This is confusing. But we got the Two of Cups underneath the deck. Okay. So there's something beautiful and new beginning. And at the same time, what actually came out is the Five of Wands reversed and the Eight of Wands also reversed. So this is kind of like you've got something really beautiful kind of brewing in the background in the subconscious. But either you or they or everybody is holding back and keeping their cards real close to the chest and not actually saying anything about it, or you're stopping messages from coming in. And then the 5 of Wands reversed, I feel like this is maybe even refusing to say something when you need to say something and refusing to get into the battles that you actually need to get into. And this actually comes back to what Rachel was saying in regards to the charts about being authentic, about who you are and what you believe in and what you stand for. Sometimes, you know, avoid of you don't have to fight every single battle, right? You don't necessarily need to put yourself into the fray every single time or just argue with people. That's not what I'm saying. But if something comes up where you really do feel like, no, I need to say something, not saying something in those moments, A, I feel like it harms you. And B, it could be holding you back from making some kind of connection that could really pay off later down the road. Um, it's not about popularity or yeah, it's not about popularity, it's about authenticity. So, you know, that's what I got for you. And I do have an oracle card, but just yeah. Cody, your Cap Tropical, is that your sun placement? Friendship. Oh, Capricorn. See what I'm saying, Cap? There's something beautiful in there. You just, you know. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. And I want to elaborate on this a little bit because, okay, I might be a little bit biased because Cap's my sign, but but for real, I want to read a little bit from this, okay? Because I feel like it's important. Friendship can be the most exciting and beautiful experience on earth, but it can also be frustrating and heartbreaking. Understand that everyone in your path is here to teach you something. It may be for a year or a lifetime. Together you will teach each other various lessons of the heart, such as trust, love, loyalty, and admiration. The bonds of friendship are often stronger than those of family. You formed a bridge of understanding between the two of you that has stood the test of time and of lifetimes. A true friend will illuminate your path instead of dim it. He or she will give advice with your best interests at heart. To be able to communicate at a soul level with another human being is the biggest treasure of the physical dimension. And I just want to point out that if you're using whole signs for Capricorn, this lunar eclipse is happening in the 11th house of friends. So there's definitely something to do with friends coming up, and you may need to be honest and be forthright and be forthcoming with your friends and expect the same.
Beautiful. My moon heard that. Yeah, that's so justice came out again, but it came out for Capricorn.
Oh, damn.
And that's what you were saying. You know, when you're robbing yourself and others when you don't live your authentic life. Pretty much. And I did have to look at the bottom, which was the Knight of Swords. This dude is like, he's swallowing the sword. He's so smart. Look at him with all this information going down. He's kind of showing off about it. But it's not allowing him to actually wield that sword in a way that benefits others or himself. So it's impulsive and it's fun, but is it for you or is it for us? And that's a big thing too. Not that you want to get into any toxic collectivism, you know, let's please not do that. But I think we do really want to be mindful of community and friendship. It's like you were saying, you know, if we're going to be friends with people, are you just kind of like being too flashy to be good friends? It's like, cool, it's all about you. Yay!
Like, here, check out my new hat, guys.
Hey, we can celebrate each other.
Okay, sorry, serious message.
No, that's great. I love it. No, that's, you know. So the advice of the dead on the night is be rational and learn to communicate your ideas clearly and sincerely. Undertake your projects in a way that also brings vitality to others. So there's a lot of that. This goes with empathy too. You know, this very much has to do with empathy.
No, Christy, you have not missed Cancer. We're going backwards because we're rebellious like that. We just did Capricorn.
It's probably triggering someone in the audience.
Hashtag triggered. And we just fucking cackle about it.
Yep.
That's good shit. Sagittarius. Oh man. Oh, I'm gonna die of laughter. Rebellion is the only way. Facts. Oh yeah. Oh my god, did someone hack Gabe's account? What is going on? Okay, I promise I won't pull pregnancy cards for you, Sagittarius. We'll see though. I want to know how the chickens are going though. Let us know how the chickens are going. False reality check. Legs in the chat, just so people know who I'm talking to. Also, thank you everybody for coming out, and thank you to whoever is going to watch this later. You guys are appreciated.
Very much. Muchas gracias.
So I was thinking that some kind of like asshole astrology would be really fun.
Well, Chris just put triggered reading show. Hashtag triggered.
Whispered in the tea. Well.
Oh, it is hot.
Oh my god. Okay, Sag. Oh, Sag. Sagittarius, what the hell? What's going on, man? So for you, Sag, we've got the Six of Cups. I've got to figure out this lighting position. So the Six of Cups again. Somebody just got that. I think that was Aquarius. And the Seven of Cups. There we go. Seven of Cups. So interesting. It's a lot of feels, man. That's a lot of feels. Six of Cups, like I just said for the other reading, can be a lot of nostalgia coming up. It's the both of these are literally Scorpio cards, by the way. So Sagittarius, this lunar eclipse is happening in your 12th house. 12th from Sag, right? Because it's happening in Scorpio. There's a lot of subconscious stuff playing out. There's going to be a lot of purging. And I would not be surprised at all if you were feeling, you know, maybe even a little bit overwhelmed by some of the nostalgia, some of the past stuff that's coming up. And you know what's really interesting about this? Sometimes people read this as a soulmate card. But with the Seven of Cups right next to it, oh my god, I've got to figure out this light. With the Seven of Cups right next to it, you could be getting lost looking at all of the different things and maybe even people or options or like projects that you could be doing while ignoring something that's like right there beside you. And yeah, I kind of get the same feeling with this. I mean, sure, Six of Cups can be sometimes considered like a soulmate card, but he's standing there alone. Like, he's not even in the same room as the kids, and there's nobody else beside him there. So it's like he's dreaming and thinking about something, and like maybe even daydreaming about something or somebody or a project or whatever, but not necessarily doing anything about it in the real physical, right? So something to keep in mind. And this could even just be like past stuff, like I said, coming up to be released, especially since Scorpio is the 12th from Sag, right? The 12th house, by the way, is like losses and dreamtime space and surrender and spirituality. So there's big things coming up to like purge. Yep. Oh, what's up? What's up? What's up? Kalina in the house. Aw, the chickies are doing good. Thanks, buddy. We need chicken pictures, okay?
Did you guys have a chicken shower?
That'd be fun. So, speaking of 12th house themes, we've got imagination. So, for Sagittarius, I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. So, heck yeah, huge 12th house vibes coming out for Sag, definitely. Embrace this, all right? I just want to quickly read a little bit from my book. By its very nature, the physical body is limited by the three dimensions, but your mind is free to travel without boundaries and merge with the cosmic consciousness. Your mind is the great creator, and your imagination is its toolbox. Everything in life begins with the energy of imagination. Thoughts are real, and they can manifest themselves into the physical world. So be careful what you wish for.
That's perfect. Wow. What you wish for. Got the 10 of Wands. What do you wish? What are you making? What did you make? Because this is 10. This is completion. I like that in these cards, all the 10s are these moths or butterflies. The transformation has been complete. And this one is shaped like some hip bones. This is some spicy magic. All that creativity has created your own kingdom. And what goes on in your kingdom? Where do you go from here? Two other cards just came out. I did not look at them yet. And they are Major Arcana. The Hierophant and Temperance. So it's time to get creative. You've already done so much. What can you do now? Get really connected and have some good times. Temperance can be a sign that some things are out of balance too. You know, if there's anything that's not in harmony, is there something that you've rooted too deeply on that might need some adjustment with all this purging and letting go? Maybe some of that, your systems, and who you're learning from and who you're willing to learn from. Because sometimes that's all we need to get us out of our funk is a new perspective, a fresh perspective. And I like that in this card, the Hierophant is talking to the dead. It's talking to the ancestors. Let your intuition and your spirit guide you, not your mental capacity. These are both cards that are asking you to do that. Follow that creativity. So yeah, that's it for Sag.
I love that. I always love it when the Major Arcana card for a sign comes out for that sign. That's really cool.
Yeah. Let me see if there's any good advice since the Hierophant is asking, since he's the one with the board. Once you've analyzed the situation with foresight, your means and what you're able to communicate, proceed towards your objectives and your ideals. That's not so bad. That's pretty good. Yeah, I think with the Hierophant too, since that is the Taurus card, and we're doing this big eclipse and North Node action, if we are in a position to teach, if we're in a position to guide, making sure we don't get guru syndrome. Because just because you're this channel, don't forget we're all that channel. Some humility.
You know what I had an Aquarius sun say to me just yesterday, though, that was brilliant and like was a nice reality check for me. He was talking about like health and wellness and stuff, but he said, you cannot transmit that which you do not have. And I don't know who this applies to, but maybe y'all can resonate with this, that It's really hard to teach or transmit or inspire when you don't feel it yourself. So just
You
putting
don't have
that
the
out there.
vibes.
You gotta have the vibes. Oh man. Okay. Tarot Destroyer. Oh, we got a spammer. What's this?
Destroyer?
What's this?
Ooh.
What's this?
Troll smash.
Bye. Oh man. Okay, I gotta do. Oh, Chance is on it. Chance, you're the best. Okay. All right. Okay, so Scorpio. Okay, so Scorpio. While Rachel was talking, a card flew out at me and I kind of laughed a little bit because it's so you rebirth. There's a naked baby, so I'm just gonna cover up the naked baby. Rebirth. So yeah, essentially, Scorpio. How do I put this lightly? In order to have some kind of rebirth, there's something that needs to be let go of first. That's how we're gonna put that way. We're gonna put it that way. Just leave it at that. I guess this is actually that hope that Davin's talking about, right? There is something coming that is beautiful and new after this period. It's just that you're gonna need to go through some intensity with us again, still continuously. That's kind of like Scorpio's thing, is to just always be transforming, but this is a big one. I'm not gonna lie. And the other card that came out though, to like further that idea of there's something new and beautiful coming out of this, is the ace, not the ace, sorry, the Princess of Pentacles. And I absolutely love this card. She's contemplative. She's looking at her disc like, ooh, what can I do with this? I have so many possibilities. What can I do? You know, I also love the detail with a lot of the court cards. Some of them have bare feet, some of them do not. She has bare feet. And if you've been a part of our Telegram group, we ground outside barefoot in this place, okay? So get connected to the earth, all right? Be as connected to nature as you possibly can be, and make sure that you're focusing on what you want to actually build with this time, right? Because you're going through yet again, another rebirth process. But you're not going through it alone, right? The other thing that I kind of want to mention about the rebirth card is this is like the judgment card in the regular tarot, right? See the trumpet. There's something that you're being called to do, a calling that you're waking up to, right? That's what this ace, or not this ace, sorry. Oh my goodness. That's what this princess is all about. So I'm excited, Scorpio. I'm excited to see soul soldiers. They can't defeat us. I love you guys. Oh my god. There's actually a tribe up here called Blackfoot, okay? You should tell them that they're racist. Don't be racist. Okay, oracle card. Scorpio, acceptance. I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change. Right now, your soul is learning acceptance. This may force you to feel out of control in a situation or with another person in your life. Just realize that the universe has given you this incredible opportunity to release control. Perhaps doing so will help you realize that there is a rhythm, a rhyme, or a reason to everything in life. Remember, rather than thinking that these are accidents that are occurring, refer to these conditions as moments of divine design or divine intervention.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, gonna marinate in that for a second. because the bottom of the deck for Scorpio was the moon. And she's gazing at her reflection in the moon, seeing that other side, seeing the depth of what she looks like. And that can terrify us, or, maybe not. Because what came out upright was the Two of Pentacles. And I love that the Two of Pentacles in this deck has a pair. It is very much about balance, and it is about the physical, your finances, how you're handling things in the material realm. If you're looking this deeply, how is what's inner helping what's outer? You can see this as a couple. One of these has a blanket on and is holding some coins, and the other one's kind of pointing like, me too. So, it is about balancing the things with others and sharing. But it's also, you can look at it as internal because, so much of this stuff, this is a lunar eclipse. This is a lot of inner work. Is everything in your inner realm sharing with your outer realm? Placentacles, get out of here. Yeah, exactly. Call it back. I don't want to hear about my placenta's gone. Call it back. It's called soul retrieval, guys.
Yep. I'm losing it. Maybe you should talk to a shaman, okay?
Yeah. Get some help.
Oh my god.
So yeah, balance.
Ooh.
I just keep thinking of like the
It's
Phantom
only on
Limb and
Saturdays, Devin. Ooh.
Mhm.
Did you even finish your reading?
Yeah. You know
Okay.
what? Let's see what the
Poor
dead have to say
Scorpio.
about this, since I like doing it. It's fun. You're not off the hook, Gabe. All right, let's read it for.
Get out of here, Rachel. Oh my god. Just leave. Just kidding. You can
Just kidding.
stay.
No, please stay. I've been trying to change that phrase. I'm like, no, you want that person to stay. Okay, so for the moon, the advice of the dead is trust your intuition, but continue to listen and to observe what surrounds you to discern its true nature. And I think that goes really well with balancing the material realm and following your intuition on what you're investing in as far as yourself and the people around you. Because you're worth investing in. A lot of people, if we're talking like the 14th gene key and making compromises, what's the number one thing we compromise? Ourselves. We're like, oh, that massage, it's expensive, it's a luxury. It's healing. It's better than going to the doctor sometimes. Sometimes you really have to work those energies out. There are people, I've gotten like sports massage. They specialize in treating your body. So some things, reprioritizing what brings balance to your world and how we see those things. 100%.
Heck yeah. I'm going to change this. I decided I didn't like that background. It's my channel. I can do what I want to. Libra. Libra. You know what? I pulled a classic Libra card too. It's hilarious. Queen of Swords. Can't get any more Libra than that. It's beautiful. Again, feet on the ground. Subtle. Very subtle. Love the colors. Oh, just love it. Libra, you are asked to embody this serene, meditative, thoughtful, calm queen energy. Whether it's a decision that is coming your way, or if there are decisions coming your way, you're asked to be decisive, to not just flip flop between options, to actually make a choice and go with it. To make sure that whatever choice you're making, that it's for your best interests, because that's really how you act in a loving way, is by making decisions that are actually best for you. The other card is the Six of Wands. Victory, baby. Oh yeah. This is a beautiful card, right? This is authority. This is victory. This is valor, right? So whatever decisions you've got coming up, whatever situations you need to face where you're being asked to, you know, not just sit on the fence, but actually take a stance, speak the truth, be concise, whatever it is, you're going to be victorious about it, or you're going to be victorious because of it. And I kind of get the feeling that if you don't, well, then you don't get the victory. Flip flop, and I wear these a lot. Chance. Oh my god, so funny. Also, you know what? Honestly, this is so beautiful. Another way that I see this, just kind of gotta go back to this for a second, is if you're taking charge and um initiating business ventures, initiating new relationships, new like business relationships, because Libra is relationships, but it's law, it's contracts, it's contract law, right? Um, it's all kinds of small business type things. You need Libra, and you need the skills of Libra in order to do that. And I'm reflecting on the fact that my Libra sun sister is literally starting a business right now. Um, you have to be calm, cool, and collected. You have to keep your paperwork in order. Just putting that out there. And then trust. Ooh, beautiful. Trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. Boom.
Yeah, you have it. You have it, Libra. One of these flew out. The one that came out was actually the World. So there is, I think in context, this can be a premature realization, but that just means that you have the vision. And having vision is something that's really important for this night. If you're going to wield that wand, if you're going to go charging in with all your passion, all your woohoo, I'm down, like I am the knight and I'm going to do this, you got to have somewhere to go. And I like that because it already sees the victory. And seeing the victory is actually a quality of faith. You know, if you're just, it's trust, it's absolute trust. This is going to happen. You're speaking something, believing something into existence. It doesn't mean that you can't be flexible. I mean, flames move around, right? There is a bit of mutability with that. But it's also being open to the multiple ways that something can unfold. All the colors in the back, colors in this deck are hyper important. Like it's all the suits, it's all the elements. So it's just unfolding within layers of yourself. Because at the bottom, I do have to say it since I brought up those. Yes. Juliana, I expect to hear that at least 5 times this summer. So the Magician.
Remixed.
Remixed twice. By a DJ you know and one you don't. All right, so the advice of the dead for the night is this is not a moment to have regrets. Take your will in hand and with strength begin to follow the road that will take you to realization of your works. So yeah, you've got this, Libra. It's yours.
Nice. Victory is mine. Oh my god, there can be only one.
There can be only one. So no remixes of the thong song? Play some Sugar Ray every morning.
That's so funny. Jenny's typing out the lyrics to the thong song.
No.
Oh my god. Okay. Virgo. This is like late night tarot. It's not even late night, but it should be.
Late night. Yes. Explicit tarot.
Virgo. Virgo. Oh my god. Okay. Virgo. Got the 2 of Pentacles. This is an interesting way to depict the 2 of Pentacles. So it looks like she's juggling, but she doesn't look like she's struggling to me. Like she looks like she's like, yeah, I got this. And then in the background, da 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 da. Sorry. It's a little chaotic in the background. To me, this speaks of needing to make some kind of adjustments and changes in order to, keep some harmony going. Explicitly tarot. Yeah. Some kind of changes need to occur. The other thing is like it might not feel or it might not seem on the surface like you've taken on too much, but underneath there's definitely a storm of brewing. So pay attention to that and make adjustments where necessary so that you don't crash into the shore. You know what I mean? And the other card that came out was Death, but reversed. So one of the ways that we can escape is through workaholism. And the reason why I'm bringing that up is because Death in reverse, to me, says that you're avoiding some kind of transformation that needs to take place. So there's something that has to end. And avoiding it doesn't make it not end, right? Something that needs to transmute. So, you can stay busy and keep building and keep managing. But eventually this Scorpio energy is going to come up one way or another. So, this could be just brewing in the background. Brewing in the background. Something's brewing in the background, Virgo. Something. Whether you're ready to face it or not, I don't know. Oh, interesting. I want to pull it. Okay, so you got friendship. Same card as Capricorn got, friendship. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. A reason, a season, or a lifetime, as that saying goes. But I wanted to pull another one because I wanted you to get a different card. And I also got forgiveness. So forgiveness says, I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. I got a lot to say on forgiveness. I got a lot to say, but I don't know exactly what to say right now. Because it depends on where you're at in your journey. Forgiveness is a very important key. It's extremely important in order to move forward and in order to not like harbor really negative shit. Like really, they say in 12-step groups, okay, like holding on to resentment is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. It doesn't work so good. You just end up poisoning yourself, right? However, it's important not to bypass those really dark feelings that need to come out in some way. So for example, anger. If there has been something that has occurred that has made you angry, you have to process and use and get out that emotion. You can't just stuff it and just bypass it and go straight to forgiveness. It's a process. Exactly, Yuli. It can't be rushed. So I love this deck, but I have a couple, a couple things where I'm like, yes, but, or yes, and, right? Oh my God, they're having a whole side conversation about shitty bands astrology. It's really distracting. But yeah, forgiveness can't be rushed. So it's important to go through the process of like feeling your anger and actually expressing it and getting it out of your body, or it's going to make you sick, or it's going to act like a poison and cause serious issues. So that's what I got to say to you, Virgo, about that. That's what I got to say about that.
Thank you. For Virgo, 3 of these cards that have already been out came out. So I peeked a little for more info at the bottom. So Justice came out. I was like, well, justice about what? Let's be vague, right?
Again?
Knight of Swords.
Oh, what?
Mm-hmm. So Virgo, be in that mind, right? What are you doing with all that thought? But then at the bottom, this one came out. And listening to you, I kept hearing or getting this sense of a lack of maturity. A lack of maturity. He's busy showing off, right? Look what I can do. And sometimes that's how Virgo gets, is all of my thoughts, all of my incredible mind and what I can do with it. It's mutable earth, it can create. But then what about your emotions? Are you stuck in a place of not really tending to those and letting those grow and letting those mature? If you're on to the next thing and on to the next thing and on to the next thing, because mutable earth can get really, anytime anything's mutable, it can hop into the next thing very quickly. It can transmute. It can do that. I like what you said about it taking time too, because maybe that is the key, is slowing down and really focusing on those emotions and really taking them in and not playing with them or, experimenting and looking at it from all these different angles. Focus and actually take it in. Take it in and listen. Because underneath that, what you were getting at with what's underneath, is this 3 of Swords. This one is brutal, but I want to read this one because these are they're short. New ideas and new strategies that for the most part could work against us, stabbing us in the back, causing losses, conflicts, remorse, or distancing. Only a careful analysis of the various contrasting situations with consequent selection and removal can help the destiny of this card. The advice of the dead is to use all your rational abilities of evaluation and analysis, as this is the moment to be cautious and prudent in decision-making and in facing new activities. Excuse me. So Virgo, use your OCD to chill out and focus on what's really important. The heart. Because this is what you want. So yeah, the end. Love you,
Davin.
Virgo.
Davin, we're not bashing on you.
No. Sounds like someone feels convicted.
Hashtag triggered.
Hashtag triggered. Triggered tarot.
That's already been taken. It's been
Oh
done.
man.
Yeah.
Lame sauce.
Yeah, no.
No, love you, Davin. Seriously. And I
Oh,
do,
man.
love Virgos sometimes, most of the time.
If we didn't have Virgo, we wouldn't have perfection. Nobody would keep the receipts.
Truth.
We wouldn't know reality from fantasy.
I think we wouldn't have a lot of science as well, being opposite
Facts.
Pisces.
Facts.
Mm-hmm. Getting into those details. Thank you, Juliana.
Yeah.
That's funny.
That's hilarious. Yeah, so I am drinking a tea that where is it? That Bina made. It's called the Violet Flame Tea, and one of the main ingredients is butterfly pea flower. So it turns this gorgeous violet color, and then it's actually a pH indicator. So if you put a like pineapple juice or lemon juice in it, it changes color. It's so pretty, and it's delicious and tasty. Actually, I've got the bag. Got the bag. So shout out to Tickety Boo Herbal. Shout out. I'm not sponsored, but
Spread the love.
oh, pineapple tea. I need some pineapple. Okay. Leo. This is going to be a heavy week, Leo. You're the only sign of the fixed cross that does not have a major planet in it. So the way out of this fixed cross is through the heart, is through Leo. That's a lot of areas of life that are under a lot of pressure. Sink. So Leo, what I got for you is the Seven of Swords. This can be some difficult AF energy. It's actually an Aquarius card, believe it or not, which is kind of cool. And the Eight of Cups, but in reverse. So kind of neat. This actually depicts a solar eclipse. This is a lunar eclipse week, not a solar eclipse. Excuse my dirty fingernails. I was digging in the garden.
Yes.
I'm like, it's self-conscious. Anyway, Seven of Swords. Back to you, Leo. So the Seven of Swords. There are a lot of ways that you can interpret this. But with the Eight of Cups in reverse, right next to it, what I'm going to say is you're overthinking something. Trying to change an outcome or control an outcome when the clear answer is that you need to take a trip and go and leave that situation, walk away from it, rather than trying to manipulate it, is probably the better option. But you're not. You're not. So, I don't know. To me, that doesn't look very peaceful. He looks pretty stressed out to me. You know what I mean? There's a lot of swords. He's trying to be very, very clever so that he can not so he can avoid doing something. But you might be forced to. You know what I mean? I mean, that trip doesn't look very fun, where he was. Like, there's a lot of cups there. It was something that he put a lot of effort into, a lot of time into, and when you're really heavily invested into something, you don't want to leave it behind. And that makes a lot of sense. But, maybe there's something even better that you're not opening up your mind to. Some things to think about. And I mean, of course, if if you're too busy trying to control how something plays out, then you're not that's acting from a place of fear rather than love. right? Fear tries to control, whereas love looks for all of the different possibilities and all the different ways that it could possibly play out that are even more fun, right? What's the yes and? What's the yes and? And for you, interesting. Leo, I've got discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. So where do you need to be more disciplined? Your soul has a goal, but it has also chosen to incarnate into a world of distractions. Earth is a dimension of obstacles and challenges. Saturn opposite Leo. But you have been given discipline as your birthright. It is time to remind yourself what your soul has come back to this planet to learn. This is a great opportunity to reevaluate your priorities and go about your daily tasks with a new system of managing your life instead of being the passive recipient of whatever comes your way.
Yeah, I'm getting embrace the change with the Wheel of Fortune. Of course, it's discipline. Yeah. So with this Wheel of Fortune card, I kind of wish you could see some of the details a little better. There are centipedes in this deck, and centipedes, there's so much transformational energy. Centipedes, moths. There's this coffin right here. There's a lot of rebirth, spinning this wheel of time, death and life. There are some sacred hearts tucked back in here. There's also a cradle at the top here. So we have the cradle and the grave theme. Don't hold your rebirth back, because it's like Haley was saying, the Wheel of Fortune happens. It's going to happen. You're along for the ride or you're not. I mean, you decide, you're getting in the car, you're doing it, you're going. So it's going to be about your attitude and how easy you make this journey on yourself. Roll with it. This is the cycle. Death and rebirth. Death and rebirth. Yes. Always. Or maybe a little less disciplined, like chill out. That's, I love Saturn. Okay, look at how Saturn this card is.
Right.
But I think Saturn likes to, troll us a bit.
I don't know.
I'm not going to say anything. You have as much better as you want. You know how better you want to be. You don't know what your butter limits are.
You guys are a riot. Oh my god. Cancer. Christy, we finally made it to Cancer. Yay. Oh my god. Woo. Oh, okay. So we've got the Princess of Swords. Some new ideas, some new revelations, some new thoughts. With the Two of Wands. This is really cool. It's like stepping through a portal or stepping over a threshold. It's really interesting. So with these new ideas, this new truthfulness, what do you want to do with it? Where do you want to go with it? What are you building? What are you manifesting? Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. What messages are you getting from the animal kingdom? From your dreams? From I don't know. Do you have a divination system that you use on a regular basis? You know, how often do you tap in to your internal wisdom? Because to me, it looks like this week, Cancer, that you've got some kind of message either that you have to give to somebody else or that is coming for you. And it's really interesting. The thing I just said, I don't know, a few readings back about my Aquarius friend telling me that you cannot transmit what you do not have. Well, it looks like you've definitely got something. And it's kind of like it's under wraps. So, would you like to share with the class? Maybe sharing with the class is what's going to send you on this, you know, this journey of manifesting and beginning some new cycle. I want to hear it. Don't be quite so tight-lipped. Ooh, relationships. I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. And you know what? That can play out so many different ways. I'm going to read what it says, though, okay? It says, in this three-dimensional world in which we live, there is a sense that we are separate from one another and also that we meet by chance. This is an illusion. Unless we meet, you know, through chance. Shout out to the best Telegram group ever. The people in our lives people in our lives are drawn to us and are here for a reason. It is through sharing experiences and having relationships with others that we begin to understand ourselves. So perhaps there's some kind of mirror that you need that you know, oh, that's what it is. Oh my god. You're holding yourself back from talking to somebody. But talking to this person, whoever it is going to send you, light some fire, you know, get you moving, move you forward on your quest. Don't be afraid, Cancer. You got this.
Yeah, you do. All right, I peeked at the bottom. I had to. Yeah.
What?
It's happening.
Wheel in the sky keeps on turning.
And the Eight of Swords. So in this deck, this Eight of Swords has to do with meeting what's coming. Slick. What'd I say?
It was just Dancing with Butter. And because
I'm just seeing that. That sounds like a disaster.
Sorry, Rachel. Keep going.
If you have wood floors, your floor might thank you for the oiling, but
they'll be like, thanks for the conditioning, y'all.
Yeah, so it's meeting whatever's coming, meeting the storm head on. And I like that it has the yellow for the mind, but also the blue for the emotions. And that's, you don't want to avoid whatever's coming or clam up or put on your shell and be defensive, but you do want to rise and meet the occasion. These swords are outstretched. They're heading into the storm. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
You do amazing reads, Rachel, and then I'm so disrespectful. I'm like, what are the funny comments?
Look, it can't be worse than like some of the weird people I've met.
Fair enough.
I mean, I got to, pretend to give a reading to Metatron. That seemed fun.
Oh my god.
Chance.
Can you imagine doing capoeira all like slicked up,
greased up.
Greased up.
Yeah, if you don't fall on your butt first. Oh my gosh. Okay, I am gonna read the advice of the dad. I have to because it was too good. Don't be afraid, even if it's necessary to reconsider your ideas. The commitments undertaken or the choices made, if they're causing a continual internal storm. Cancer,
Ooh.
don't be scared. Don't be scared. Get buttered up and go for it. Penguin slide.
Giddy up towards the portal then. If you judge that that is a
Cancer?
good decision, yes. Disclaimer. Your choices are your own.
Yeah, can we take a
Your
moment?
consequences are your own.
You are responsible for all of your actions and your attitudes and your feels.
Especially you, Cancer.
Especially.
Gemini. Oh my god. Oh man. This should be called Giggle Tarot. Crabs in butter, Jenny.
Yum.
Oh my god, all the butter. And okay. This is the shit. It's actually so nice. There's peppermint in it. Oh, not that one. There's peppermint and whatever. She sent me two, and they're both smell like, but also are very, very lovely for aches and stuff. Like for real.
Truth. Some hard truth. Butter.
I'm dying. Oh, I'm not dying. I'm living. I'm living. I already got 2 cards. What am I doing? Gemini. Okay, Gemini. We got the 4 of Pentacles. Shush, Gabe.
Go lay down.
Holy crap. 4 of Pentacles.
Holy crabs. Sorry.
Okay, so the 4 of Pentacles. All right. I actually love this card. Maybe it's because I've got so much Capricorn energy. I'm like, yeah, you save that. You save that. You hold on to that. Long-term investments. That's right. We build in a legacy and a legacy wealth. That's right. Oh. I love it, Gemini. I love it. That's right. Protect your bag. And the other card that we got was the 6 of Swords in reverse. This is interesting. I have a different interpretation than most readers for this card. That's just how I roll. But anyway, the 6 of Swords to me is about achieving some kind of balance mentally. All right. It's about engaging with the methodology of science. So something that is measured, something that you control all of the variables, something that is balanced, right? Perfected. That's the 6 of Swords to me. Using our mental skills sharply, precisely, right? That's a 6 of Swords. Reverse, it's like you're scattered AF. So what's going on? Maybe there's something physical that you're holding on to that you actually need to release. And that's going to help you in order to go on whatever journey it is that you need to, or engage with your mental faculties in whatever way that you need to engage them in. Those are my thoughts. Also, this is making me think of actually the upcoming Mercury retrograde, because it's going from Gemini back into Taurus tropical. So for Gemini, this is going from your 1st house back into your 12th house. So it's almost like, and from an air sign into an earth sign. Gemini, what's coming up for me what I'm thinking about right now is that you don't want to make any kind of decisions that you're going to regret, but I don't want you to hold yourself back from going somewhere or doing something or engaging in some way because you feel like you need to hold on, you know? Um Also look at how determined she is. This is fearless, fearlessly moving forward. Although I'm not going to lie, I don't know about that guy. I don't know about that guy. Okay. For the oracle cards that we got for you, Gemini, we've got empathy and pride. Empathy says, I'm open to seeing both sides of the situation. And that's really interesting because what I was picking up was like, there's like a battle going on. And it's hilarious because this is Gemini. So it's like there's the twins. So, like, there's two sides to the situation and two sides to your decision making. And it's kind of like you're flip flopping. Do I do this or do I not do this? Do I save or do I not save? So interesting. Very interesting. So, with empathy coming up, definitely need to look at both sides of the situation, but make sure that you're putting your needs first. And then with pride, it says, I love myself and I see myself in everyone. And I'm feeling like I need to. Yeah, dude, I got my Venus in Gemini. I get it. I get it. So pride says, you need to take the time to honor and acknowledge who you are and what your soul has accomplished in this life thus far. You should look at your past soul choices and be mindful of how through your positive actions, compassion, and understanding, you have made a better life for yourself and others. How have you changed the world in some little way? How have you shared insights with others? Reflect on what you have mastered. Ooh, I just got so many chills. The Six of Swords, like I said, is about science and mastering your mental faculties. I don't think that you have so many treasures that you're not even acknowledging are there. Gemini, you're so much better than that. You're so much better than you give yourself credit for. There, that's what the message is.
I think that's beautiful. When you were talking about that, I've known a few Geminis, and something that that came up with this one. It's the Queen of Cups, and it says, the Queen of Chalices fully represents the favorable energy of which this suit is a part. Generous in feelings, capable of spreading affection and spontaneity. She's a maternal and intuitive person, and only in certain situations will she transform into an attractive, dangerous woman, dishonest and capable of creating misunderstandings and scandals. That flip-flopping, that deceptiveness, and it can absolutely be to yourself. Because at the bottom, I have Priestess. Keeper of secrets. Are you keeping secrets from yourself? Are you not opening up? What are you gazing at so intently? If you're going to gaze at your heart, you're not giving it. She's giving her heart. She's not so focused on the self. Gemini is about us, about we, together in union. The High Priestess knows this, but is she living it?
Oh, sniggity snap.
Oh, I'm just saying. Here. We'll do it right.
Gemini getting called out.
Right. Okay, so for the High Priestess, the
Let's
advice
do
of the dead.
Virgo.
Right? Maybe you forgot to shuffle. Proceed with study and meditate on the best road that will take you where you can realize your project without forgetting to value what you're accumulating or keeping. It's okay. And also, I think the big thing to understand too with these two, you're not losing anything, Gemini. There's no loss in union, in divine union. Nothing is ever lost.
I love that. I love that.
That's pretty good. Me too. I like that too. That's just coming in.
All right, Taurus. Bull gang, what up? Happy birthday, Taurus. I'm sorry.
Here we are, here we are, here we are.
Woo. Ah, okay, Taurus. So underneath, we got the Princess of Cups. The Princess of Cups is definitely allowing yourself to open up to experiencing and feeling your own emotions. If you check out this card for a second, okay? She is serene. She's calm. Her eyes are closed. She's in a meditative state. Feet on the ground. Gorgeous red. Oh, so much red. So much red and orange and fire in this card, but it's water. It's a cup. It's interesting. But anyway, what kinds of emotions are lighting you up right now? And then we got the King of Wands, which literally flew out at me. This is one of the court cards where he's wearing shoes. So he's a little less connected to the earth. He's a lot less feminine. He's very masculine. He's very like large and in charge. Okay. Taurus, big man in the house. Woof. I love it. Oh, goodness. And then we got Justice. But Justice came out reversed. Huh. So that's really interesting. It's like there is some injustice that is driving you forward. Or perhaps maybe you're making some not so great decisions, but very confidently. You know what I mean? Very confidently. So that's great.
No regrets.
No regrets. Okay, Taurus. Just keep in mind, this eclipse at the end of the week, there's going to be some big purging. Whatever is coming up, okay? Whatever's coming up for you right now, it's going to be purged, or hopefully will be, okay? So, whatever that injustice was, it's not your job to make sure that justice is served. That's not your job. That's not your job at all. It's your job to keep being a badass. It's your job to keep being confident. It's your job to express your creativity, to show the world the fire and the light that is you. That's your job. Your job isn't to serve justice out. Leave that up to higher powers. That are you, but and I said that and like half the deck just went oh my god. I love it. Health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. So I want to share with you guys something really cool actually. Tomorrow is actually my first shift doing an energy exchange trade of working in a yoga studio for free yoga. Health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. The only justice you really ever get, okay, is coming out on top or coming back from a crappy situation to be a better version of yourself. That's justice.
Heck yes. Well, at the bottom for you, Taurus, here's that over-enthusiastic pruning we have here. It's the Nine of Wands.
I love that card.
Oh my gosh, me too. You've created a lot. And it's beautiful and it's gorgeous, but you do need to trim some things back. And when Kaylee's talking about justice, let's not get too carried away. You do want some of this to come back. Yeah, we don't want to burn bridges. We don't want to completely destroy our field. Because what came out for you is actually beautiful. This is one of my favorites. This is 3 of Pentacles. I like that all the seeds are these little skulls. These are ideas. These are things that you've inherited. Are these heirloom seeds? Are these all your gifts? Is this your inheritance that's being cared for? You're working with the earth. You're working with your ancestors. You're working with those around you. Maybe you swapped seeds with somebody. You're exchanging gifts. Like
Seed
your
swap.
that's like your exchange. That's a seed exchange. 100%. And I love the care. This card just feels so, it feels like a deep breath. It just does. I don't know how else to say it. It just feels like a deep breath. You can breathe. There's peace. There's air. There's such a solid foundation. And don't throw it away. Being butthurt or getting carried away. I will read the advice of the dead.
Yeah.
For the 3, persevere without hesitation towards that in which you are placing all your physical and economic reserves without letting anyone trample on your harvest.
I love yin yoga.
I'm about to do the same thing, actually, but at my aunt's studio. So I'm going to be doing ballet bar.
That's sweet.
Bar is not a joke.
Taurus energy in the house.
Gonna get
Aries. Last but not least. I've got this grin on my face because I know Aries hate waiting.
There's that Bible verse
but you
about,
got some good cards. Wow.
the first being last. But the last shall be first.
I'm gonna need that quote. Okay. Aries. You got some wicked cards. So I hope you stuck around. The Lovers. Ooh. Gorgeous. Interesting. Especially during an eclipse week. And then the King of Cups. Wow, Aries. Woo. Fire. There's definitely the potential of overindulgence here, for sure. But both of these came out upright, so I won't harp on you too hard, Aries. No, I would never. Chance.
Is this tarot trolls?
That'd be a good one too. No, that would be like just intentionally shuffling the signs, just not giving a fuck. That'd be really funny. Oh my god. Okay, but seriously, Aries. Wow, this is beautiful. The King of Cups with the Lovers, like, damn, son. And you know what? I looked at the bottom of the deck and you got the Ace of Wands too. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. With Jupiter moving into your sign and with Mars going to join it not terribly far into the future, like mid-May, this is like fire. Fire. This is really intense. Now, the thing about the Lovers, there's always one however with me, okay? I'm ruled by fucking Saturn, okay? However, the thing about the Lovers, being that it's a Gemini card, and being that it's, I mean, this one is a very steamy Lovers card, like, whew, wow. There is a separation involved here. with the Lovers. The Lovers isn't actually about the divine union, it's about the separation. But with the King of Cups, I really love how with the King of Cups, the King and the Queen in this deck are really cool because they're looking out over the ocean at each other. They're facing towards each other in the deck with the ocean in between them. So it's like you're waiting for your lover. And it's really fucking beautiful. And then you've got the Ace of Wands here, and it's like new cycle, new spark, new, fire, fire, fire. Wow. I got chills. No, however. Oh man. Look. Chance. I'm gonna say it how I see it, okay? This is my channel. This isn't okay. This isn't a promise that 100% you're going to unite with your twin flame, okay? However, I mean it's a possibility. I'm just this is some pretty great cards. This is some pretty great cards. The King of Cups does ask you to be mature about it though. Okay. To take responsibility for your own emotions and your own shadow projections and make sure that you're not, he ignores his dog and his lute in favor for the drink. So make sure that you're staying true to your own passions and keeping up on your own practices that keep you grounded and centered and that keep you, that make you. And that's really the most important thing because when any kind of relationship comes along, they're interested in you for you and for what you already do, right? So you got to stay true to that. Oh, an oracle card. No, Aries. Fear. I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. I've got chills fucking everywhere. Holy shit. The outcome of all choices in life is determined by two emotions, fear and love. Your soul is made of the energy of love, and fear is an earthly manifestation of a challenge. To embrace and wallow in fear is to go against your very being. Fear, in its many guises, is the obstacle that your soul uses to test its tenacity to stay on track. For a soul, human life can be very difficult, but acknowledging that your soul's true nature is love will always help you on your path. When fear rears its ugly head, it is really an opportunity for you to stare it in the eye and turn that doubt into trust. View it as a teacher. What lesson are you learning from these fearful emotions, rather? The more you use the energy of love to diffuse fearful situations, the less often they will present themselves. Boom.
Thank you. I now have all the heavy cards.
Oh no.
And with that said, what
However,
came out, right? Also,
yes, and
the Two of Swords. And what I like about this too is that it actually is one piece of metal. They separate, they come together. They separate, they come together. And what do scissors do? They do not just destroy and cut hair, but they create. One of my favorite ways to look at it is from The Polar Bear King, which is like a folktale. And this girl gets a pair of magic scissors, and every time she cuts, fabric forms. So with every cut, with every movement, there's a creation that's possible. So in these relationships, are they sharp or are they creative? At the bottom, you have the Tower.
no.
This tower is a labyrinth. It looks like an Escher painting. Sorry, not sorry. Love you.
Eclipse week, man.
Eclipse week. If you're going to do this creativeness, you're going to have to tear some things down. No chance. Don't ever get a haircut, and don't ever let anyone tell you what to do with your head. Do not. So let's see here. Okay, so the advice of the dead for the 2 is you can put your trust in others only afterwards. Therefore, for now, to work to clear things and to reach a point of meeting between the 2 conflictual questions. I love that you brought up the Lovers being more about the separation, because that's such a valuable, beautiful thing about Gemini, and that energy is recognition of other. Is the beauty of that perceived separation that we have. It's the only reason that life is so fun, right? We get to meet different people. We get to meet different aspects of ourselves and enjoy those aspects. And it's, so cool. It's just wicked cool. And then I had the advice for the Tower. Destroy old structures and superficial structures without fear, and those that have become over time a prison, and liberate the energies that were enclosed within them. I like that it's more of a labyrinth than like a Jenga tower. It's really just about getting so lost.
Have you seen The Labyrinth?
Yeah, it's actually not my favorite. I know. Unpopular opinion.
How dare you?
I mean, I even don't think Bowie was that great, so.
It's okay. You're allowed to.
No, it's a good movie.
It just made me think of the staircase scene, that's all.
You know what? I remember that scene being part of the trailer for that show on the Disney Channel, and my parents being like, yeah, we're not watching that. I was like, yeah, that's weird. Definitely watched it later in my life, because I can.
All right. I pulled one last oracle card for everybody. And Saturn has a message for you guys.
Oh boy.
Discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. I'm going to read it for you one more time. Your soul has set a goal. North Node. But has also chosen to incarnate into a world of distractions. Shiny. Earth is a dimension of obstacles and challenges, but you have been given discipline as your birthright. It is time to remind yourself what your soul has come to this planet to learn. This is a great opportunity to reevaluate your priorities and go about your daily tasks with a new system of managing your life instead of being the passive recipient of whatever comes your way. Distractions can easily get us off the work of our soul. And if we give in to this apathetic impulse, we can miss many well-placed and pre-planned teachings needed for our inherent growth. Learn that the satisfaction of a task completed is more emotionally rewarding than a task delayed.
I like that.
Of course, it's discipline.
Okay, but it gets even better. Can I tell you what the last one is with discipline?
Absolutely.
You need discipline because you don't want to be the creepy bride.
I can't remember if that came up before we went live or not.
Oh man, I sure hope it did.
I don't think it did.
Oh my gosh. Okay, this card came out in one of the readings before, like early on. And it's definitely, oh yeah, it was for Pisces, about letting go.
Yeah.
And not, being the only one. It's all about you. Oh my gosh, right? It's the bride's day. Like, isn't this about union? Like, yeah, this one's manipulative, and it does take that discipline to not make it all about you. Because you want this resurrection and ascension.
Nice.
So yeah, that's beautiful.
Absolutely. So I also grabbed a little book of poems by Margaret Atwood called Power Politics. And I felt like reading one of these might be appropriate for this eclipse season. I didn't really think this through or pick one ahead of time. I was just like, yeah. Yeah, okay. So I don't know. I don't know how this is going to go. Okay. For stones, opening is not easy. Staying closed is less painful, but your anger finally is more dangerous. To be picked up and thrown, you won't stop. Against the ground, picked up and thrown again and again. Okay, that was dark. This eclipse is dark.
Resilience.
Oh my god. Never mind, this is a terrible idea.
This is a great idea.
we are hard on each other and call it honesty.
Mm.
Choosing our jagged truths with care and aiming them across the neutral table. The things we say are true. It is our crooked aims. Our choices turn them criminal. There you have it, folks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great. Good times.
That was perfect. No, I like that
Savage.
a lot.
Savage. Oh man.
For real.
I hope you guys have a good week. Yeah. Just know that, ultimately in the end, you're not alone. You're not alone. So reach out to people that you trust if you need to talk, but just know that no matter what comes our way, we will make it through. And just keep focusing on what you actually want to build and what you want to see.
Agreed. Yes, all the yes. Be gentle on yourself. Be gentle with others. Empathy.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. And have compassion for yourself. Empathy came out a couple of times. So yeah, definitely have big compassion for yourself. And we'll see you guys next week. Rachel? Yeah.
Why not?
Oh, also, by the way, guys, Rachel gave me a super sweet oracle card reading for my birthday that was bang on and super awesome. So if you are interested in that, you should hit her up because girl's got some magic. Okay. She's got some magic.
Thanks. They're fun for me to do.
Just offering your readings.
Yeah, no, I'm open. I'm totally open. If anybody would like that, it's my pleasure to give.
Word. Okay.
All right.
Oh my god, Gabe. Strength and butter.
Lesson in not being too forceful. Oh my goodness.
Oh, man, you guys are the best. All right, have a good night, you guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.